Hi, I'm Whole History Nerd, and today on the history of Cottingham something, start again, shall we? Hi, I'm I've actually made myself laugh. I can't do it now, I just think of the whole history. Okay, straight face. Hi, I'm Whole. I see this happening on Bloopers and I think, oh, they're putting it on. They're not putting it on, it's real, it is real. Okay, no, I'm straight face. Very serious, I am serious cat. So today there's not much left of Bacongarth. There's just this short lane that is a nice long straight path that connects Southgate. I'll turn into a Cockney, ain't I? Start that one again. Okay. Hello, am I too close? Is the top of my head cut off? Hi, I'm Whole History Nerd, and today on the history of Cottingham. Hi, I'm Whole History Nerd, and on today's episode of History of Cottingham Snickets, we're going to be taking a look at a snicket that slices through Arlington Avenue, Kingtree Avenue, and ends up on Newgate Street, just opposite what used to be the site of one of Cottingham's great old houses. Church... Do it again. And it's tempting, if you're used to the normal way in which cut-throughs grow in cities and towns, to think that this is simply because of the shape of the houses, but it's not. This shape, this sickle shape, is actually considerably older than the houses around it. About 200 years older, in fact, because this path used to cut right across the pleasure gardens of Kingtree House, which was a major country house in Georgian Cottingham, built in the 1750s, in fact, with gardens that stretched all the way from King Street in the centre of Cottingham all the way out almost to Beck Bank. Oh. So as we head further south on Church Walk, no, it's not Church Walk, stop it. So as we head further south on Church Lane, we come into this fantastic enclosed corridor of really old brick walls. And you burped, well done. Right in the middle of a good take, you burped. So here, as we head further down South Street, no, we're not on South Street. So as we head further south along Church Walk, it's not Church Walk. And finally, at the south end of Church Lane, we emerge blinking into the daylight of Newgate Street. Just near the town centre, actually, or the village centre. It's a village that was developed in the grounds of an ornamental garden and has lasted for hundreds of years. I have no idea where that's going. Let's just look at the script. That will help, won't it? History of Mill Beck, a stream that rises up in the springs to the north of Cottingham, just past the old Victorian power station. No, it's not a power station. Springs to the north of Cottingham, just past the old Victorian water pumping station. It travels down southwards along what is now Millhouse Lane. It's not Millbeck, it's Millbeck, Hull's nearest village. in the later years. All the growing importance as a place for people from Hull to retire to. All these very small bungalow type dwellings that were put here in the 50s and 60s are a testament I used to find fascinating as a teenager, because I used to come here on sunny summer days, bring a packed lunch, get my way through all the bramble bushes and work my way along an embankment that headed up that way, and I'd sit on the end of it watching the trains go by. Now, I always thought it was fascinating how there were trains. No, I didn't find it fascinating, because that's where there's a railway and that's where trains go. I'd have found it more fascinating if there were trains just kind of flying through the sky or emerging from a bush. But that clearly isn't the case, and I'm an idiot. Actually bring a packed lunch and sit and eat it at the end of the embankment, and there's a massive puddle here. I'm just walking down here and I just realised, no, that's not going to get past while I'm talking, is it? No. Do I straddle it? Do I risk doing that? Yeah, that's scary. Okay. Oh, I wish I was more like Martin Zero. He just squelches through it and brings wellies. Right. Let's start again. So it's visible from a distance, the tower distinctive with its pinnacles rising above the leafy canopy of the surrounding trees, making it visible from the tower. Start again. The idea being that you would then pipe the gas through the water up into the metal cylinders, and the water at the bottom would act as a kind of a watertight seal. Of course it's water, it's not watertight, it's water. Oh my god, how do you make it through these things? Seriously. Have a go at building their own railway line, whether it was a small local line between a couple of small towns or big intercity lines between the major cities of Hull. Oh, it's going to be a long, long day, and it's the hottest day of the year so far. My brain's stewing. To do what's called double heading, using 2 locomotives to get the train through the tunnel because of the staff. Oh, it's the Brian Ferry. So it's the hottest day of the year. I've come to Warren Percy to tell you how peaceful it is, but actually it's been turned into a building site today, and I'm sweating so much that I've got sweat marks under my man boobs. Hurrah for best laid plans, eh? Go away. Start again. So navvies were the backbone of any major railway building project. Again, bankruptcy for years elevates their optimistic pessimism. No? What? Optimistic pessimism? That's an interesting one. Start again. Luckily for them, however, a lot of the local businesses that had actually been looking forward to the Thirsk and Malton line and really were needing it for their businesses took them to court. Took who to court, Jamie? Took who to court? Take 3. The fact that the Thirsk and Malton route still hadn't been started in 1851 was a huge annoyance to the Hull and Barnsley. No, it wasn't. They weren't around. But it was wet, really wet, and that was a problem. We seemed to be a line just waiting for the night to fall, and in 1958 it finally did. The lanes were pulled up and sold for the lanes were pulled up and sold for scrap. Rockery amongst kids, but more officially known as the Khyber Pass, is one of the original features of the park as laid out by its original designer, whose name I can't remember. Joseph Fox Sharp, that's it. For some reason I was trying to think Wilson. The original features of the park originally designed by the original designer, originally. Pass, also known amongst kids as the Rocks or the Rockery, and it's one of the original features of the park as designed by its first designer, Joseph Fox Sharp. But I'm going to trip up on that every single time, aren't I? And this is actually one of the original features of the park as laid out in the first plans by its original designer, Joseph Fox. Green parks for the public to use. Straight after that happened, because the city reboot, start again. Hi, I'm Hull History Nerd, and today on the Lost Railways of Yorkshire I'm going to be looking at a relatively unknown railway line, the Lost Spurn. Take two. Video. Parkour. Waiting room and the cafe. Nice little bits of strange, odd idiosyncrasies from the early Victorian railway age. Part of the Whitby and Pickering Railway that no longer exists. But wait a minute, you say, how can this be? The North Yorkshire Moor Railways? North Yorkshire Moor, there's more than one, Jamie, there's more than one moor. Action in the 19th century, and it was done to make the railway suitable for its entire length along locomotives. Oh man. Start again. At Kilnsea, they needed to build a seawall to defend the new base, to stop it from just simply falling into the sea. The power of nature over this part of the start again. I have no idea where that was going. Actually, I should really just read my script, shouldn't I? Also silly person. Back to eating for me. A wall against the sea at Kilnsea to protect the new fort that was being built there, Godwin Battery. Thanks, Arkwright. Slow them down considerably and would hopefully stop the Germans from doing what we later did at D-Day. But that's not the end of the story, because when... Okay, not on script here. That's why this is weird. Let's go again. Sorry. Oh, they're great. Right, okay. Oh, glasses. I'm professional. Important railway companies in the northeast, including his own personal favourite, the York and North Midland Railway, which was the history of this line is intertwined with that of George Hudson, a familiar figure for those who've seen my other railway videos. I got lost.